Today I'm going to be comparing all of the azelaic acid serums that I have tried. Hi everyone, my name is Alex. We are back in this setup and I want to change things up. I've ranked Korean sunscreens and you all have been continuously asking me to rank all the azelaic acid serums I have tried. If you've been following me, you know that this ingredient has really transformed my skin. It has been something that has taken my acne, my redness, my entire skin for a full 180, and I honestly don't think I would have given this ingredient a second chance if it weren't for you all and also just continuous product recommendations. So many factors came into incorporating this ingredient back into my skincare routine. I stopped using it a long time ago because I was experiencing really bad purging, and I also think it was just my skin at the time, whatever it was going through, and it wasn't good. It was like causing me to break out so much worse, and I'm still not convinced it wasn't purging. I knew nothing about my skin way back then, no telling what it could have been. It probably was a completely different product, but either way, I am going to be comparing and ranking all azelaic acid serums. You see we have the similar layout as we did with Korean sunscreens. Here's the thing, I am going to break down in this video who I feel like this would be best for. But when it comes down to the tier list, it is solely based off of me. This is what I would gravitate towards. There are some on here that are more beginner. There are some on here that are just kind of okay. I have it roughly in my head how I think I want it to look, but I'm gonna also talk my way through this because there is no telling where these products are gonna end up. I'm gonna explain with each one, but this video is also to try to help you figure out what is best for your skin. I make these videos for myself and also to give you my perspective on skincare, and though some of these products are more of a building block, I want to provide my perspective on products but also who I would recommend these for. So let's go ahead and jump into this video. I do have full reviews, by the way, to all of these products. I will leave them linked. I think there's only one that I don't have a review to, and we'll get into that. Starting off strong, we have the Allies of Skin Kojic and Azelaic Acid Treatment. This is such a great complex treatment if you struggle with a lot of skin concerns. The price point is something that is very hard to justify, but here's the thing, it could be a one-stop shop for somebody. It could be if you struggle with hyperpigmentation, redness, acne, texture, that's when I would recommend turning to this product. It's also very moisturizing, and even though it combines the great ingredients that it has in here, I still would recommend this for more beginner users because it is very moisturizing. Now, start slower with this product, obviously. For me, it is a situational azelaic acid serum. So for right now, at least, it is feeling B tier. Is something that I feel like I would purchase when my skin was going through it, or say later on down the road, I have more skin concerns that I need to address. This is a very situational azelaic acid for me because it's hard for me to justify that price point if I don't struggle with all of those skin concerns. That's where I think I'm gonna put it, is B, so I'm standing firm with that. Okay, we have the Inkey List and Peach Slices together. I'm gonna talk about the Inkey List first, but I classify these products fairly similar. Like, they are almost the same to me. The Inkey List is, I feel like, an overlooked azelaic acid from me, and I need to do better about that because this is a very moisturizing formula. I loved it, but it was at a time where I was still hesitant about azelaic acid. I experienced great results with it, but I do think I jumped a little too soon into using this. I wish there was a product that I used before I used this, which I'll get into. This product though, from where I'm at now, is a holy grail. I could see me falling back on it if I ever needed a budget-friendly azelaic acid. This was a little bit more expensive for the Inkey List. I remember people talking about that. I'm not sure, do they have another azelaic acid? I'm not sure on that. To my knowledge, they don't. I think right now, this feels best at A tier. It has a very simple formula attached to it, which It's all you need with azelaic acid. It is 10%. I feel like it is A tier for me because there are a few on here that I feel like I like a little bit better and that I feel like I would more gravitate towards. It's a product I would fall back on if I ever needed to. So I really would put this, I think, in A tier because it's got soothing ingredients. It's got a very simple formula attached to it, not terribly drying. It's just kind of a solid staple option. Peach slices, that one just stands out to me. I'm just gonna say this is, I think, let me look at the rest. Yeah, this is, I think, my favorite drugstore azelaic acid because of the great soothing ingredients they have in here. Personally, it works great for my acne. Personally, it works great for every skin concern that I have. I struggle really bad with acne, redness. This is very soothing. Their redness relief collection has worked amazing for me. There are a couple ingredients in here that I've seen people talk about experiencing acne from. I've personally never had that. Honestly though, peach slices and the inkey list, very similar texture-wise. They feel almost the same, have a slight green color corrector to it. The peach slices just has a few more added soothing ingredients that worked well for my redness. And so that's why it's S for me. Like, if you're looking for go-to, like, solid staple, I would recommend peach slices for the drugstore. But the inkey list is also an amazing option if peach slices doesn't work for you. Personally for me though, that's where this serum lands. Ooh, the Ordinary's azelaic acid. It's okay. I don't need to be a hater. Like I don't want to. I tried this product out a long time ago and I didn't like the texture. I'm very critical of this product because I've just tried so many. Like you see them on this list. This serum, this is an emulsion. This emulsion is not my favorite texture-wise. I experienced pilling with it. I experienced just some dryness. It was very bare bones. And I feel like some people would like it if you want bare bones, but the inkey list is so much of a better option. And that's why I wouldn't even reach for this product at this point. It's just something that, sure, it has a great price point attached to it, but I would much rather invest in the peach slices or invest in the inkey list because of the texture. And that's just where it speaks to me. You may not experience pilling with it. I've seen a lot of people have. I personally have. It's just not something that I enjoy. I'm looking at it. I don't think any serum in this list is going to make D. So we're just gonna make C the bottom of the barrel. I just don't like the Ordinary from everything I've come from. Like everything else on this list is just so much better. Anua's azelaic acid serum. I have had more of a chance to use the nineless azelaic acid serum. They are very similar. It is like splitting hairs with these serums. And I've still used the Anua longer, and I am personally someone who is willing to invest in the slightly more expensive price point. Oh, it is so hard to compare the two. Like the nineless, I'm jumping ahead because this is the biggest one that you all have asked me to compare. And the thing is, the Anua azelaic acid is one of the best formulations I've seen on the market. I mean, Cica, a lot of soothing ingredients to complement the azelaic acid. Also one of the most moisturizing, watery finishes that I have seen. So it's very difficult. I mean, I've used the Anua longer and I've seen better results still with that product. The Anua, it is so close. So where I'm going to put these, but when I tell you it is so difficult, when I would recommend deciding between the two is when you find one more budget friendly. That's when I would really recommend it because Korean skincare products vary. A lot of times Anua is a little bit more expensive, especially if you shop at Ulta or you shop at some non-Korean skincare retailers. They are gonna be a little bit more expensive. The nineless I've seen very low on the price scale, like $9 for it. I am going to put Anua in S tier because that one personally did it for me. It could really switch. It could really go either way. It is practically the same to me. They are very similar. They have different ingredients. If one doesn't work for you, try the other because they have different formulations, different ingredients. They just feel very similar. It's really close, but the Anua, I could see myself repurchasing that product, especially with summer coming up. Like, I think that's the more universal serum. The nineless is very lightweight, and I feel like anyone could use it, but we're not even talking about that product yet, so we'll hold off. Next is the Geek and Gorgeous A-Pad serum. That serum is more for beginners, and I am past that. So my ranking of this product is gonna be lower, but this is what I wish I would have started out with when I was getting into azelaic acid. Actually, with reintroducing it into my routine, that is what I have done. I started with that product, built up to more intense azelaic acids. So definitely start out with this. If you're wanting a place to go to see how your skin is going to react to an azelaic acid style product, this uses derivatives of it. It's a great way to introduce that style of ingredient into your skincare routine, and wonderful for beginners, wonderful for people who are just wanting a light, gentle, sensitive skin treatment, or wonderful for people who have tried azelaic acid and experienced sensitivity to it. This serum is personally past where I am with azelaic acid, so that's why this is just going in B tier, because it's situational for me. If I get more sensitive, or if I need something a little bit more gentle, I'll go for this serum. No. Naturium's topical azelaic acid serum. This and the emulsion, don't get them confused. They are very different formulas. I am not a fan of the Naturium azelaic acid serum. It is watery, it's dry. I almost think that this was the azelaic acid I was trying and it broke me out. This is going on the worst. Like, I really don't like this product. It just doesn't work for me. I think it was causing acne. It is not for my skin. I can just tell you right now, it is not for my skin. Now we have reached the nineless azelaic acid serum, and if I'm being honest, I'm gonna rank it A tier. I feel like I've already talked about this product, but this serum is just so beautiful. It's so moisturizing. It's very watery. It does give a little bit of a dewy finish, but it blends in practically immediately. I just haven't used it long enough to see as notable results as I have with the Anua. And the Anua really blew me away. I used it for a couple of months, and it's something I still see myself repurchasing. I'm still in a little bit on the fence with this product. I've also seen some people say that they've experienced some breakouts from a couple of ingredients in here. That wasn't an issue with me, and everyone's acne is different. I mean, it is neck and neck for this and the Anua, and I feel like that either could replace each other. I just, at the time of filming this, I haven't spent as much time with the nineless. It is still amazing though, and like I said, it's kind of similar with the Inkey List and peach slices. This and the Anua, I could see myself repurchasing either, just depending on which one is more budget friendly. The Anua, I just have used longer, and so I know that I've seen great results with that. With Naturium's azelaic acid emulsion, kind of on the same page as the Inkey List and peach slices. It's very to the point. It's very simple, has just the necessary ingredients in it. It's what I wish the Ordinary's was. I really love Naturium's formulation way better than the Ordinary's. Has some more soothing ingredients, has some ingredients that make it blend in nice to the skin, just feels great. And so I'm definitely gonna put it above that. I think where this one lies is in the A tier though, because I still would go for peach slices. It's a little bit bare bones for me, just because I am looking for a little bit more with my azelaic acid. I like something that's gonna deliver high potency, but in a very moisturizing way, and also something that's going to deliver some great benefits to my skin in soothing, as well as a great concentration of azelaic acid. I would recommend the Naturium azelaic acid as a building step from the Geek and Gorgeous A-Pad. It's a very moisturizing option, very gentle, very great for the skin barrier. It's just a little bit bare bones for me. I am still using it whenever I need to, just when my skin is more sensitized or dry. Where I'm currently at with azelaic acid, it's just not met me there. It's a situational product that I could see myself falling back on or use whenever I feel like I need it. Okay, Paula's Choice Azelaic Acid Booster. I love this product situationally. It is great in certain areas when I'm experiencing really bad acne. And honestly, I view this more as a spot treatment, if anything, because it is just so drying to my dry areas. If you have dry skin, definitely not this product. It is also more expensive of an azelaic acid, and for me personally, it works great for my acne because it has salicylic acid, has some great ingredients to brighten the skin as well. Definitely very well rounded, but if you're acne prone and just looking to mainly target acne and redness around your acne, that's when I would recommend this. So it is going B tier. I'll put it at the top of B tier because I use this most frequently. I feel like I deal with acne the most, and that is my most prominent skin concern. And so I do have one of these products on hand. I kind of keep them just for when I need it. It's not something I would necessarily recommend for every day because one, price tag higher up, $40 is a lot for how much you get. And when I was using this regularly, I found that I went through it very quickly. Okay, the bias is gonna be so... Actually, no. I have great justification for why Niche Beauty Labs azelaic acid is at the top of my list. And the thing is, price point, more expensive. I did notice though, this product lasted me 3 months, and that's with using it consistently. I do use 2 different azelaic acids in my regular routine when I'm not trying out a new one, or just like something that I found is better for the more advanced azelaic acid users. Why I like this product is 15% concentration. Another reason why I like it, not drying whatsoever. Colloidal oatmeal, great peptides, great soothing, nourishing ingredients to complement the azelaic acid. Beautiful hybrid between watery and emulsion delivery. Such a top tier azelaic acid in my opinion, if you have the capacity to invest in it. I value my skincare routine, and I would be willing to spend the money for this product because I make it last. I'm not someone who likes to spend money on skincare for myself, but this is actually a product that I've repurchased, so it is going S because of the great moisturizing ability. This is an azelaic acid I can use around this area of my nose, around my chin, anywhere where I am dry. I use this product all over. It does not cause any sensitivity. And I feel like through consistent use of using this specifically as a daytime azelaic acid, it's just strengthening my skin barrier, because I noticed that I'm treating acne, treating redness, but it also has moisturizing ingredients as well. I mean, that's why I'd recommend this. Topicals new face mask with azelaic acid in it. This was kind of an oddball, but I tried to focus this video on mostly serums that concentrated on azelaic acid. This mask has worked amazing for me. It's been great to put in spots that I need to calm down whenever my face is just going through it, or I'll have like a spot breakout. Honestly, with sulfur and azelaic acid, I'm gonna put it at the top of A tier because it is situational for me, but it's not a heavy price point. Like, this is something I don't mind to keep on hand, because if you struggle with acne like I do, there is the likelihood of experiencing breakouts at any point. You always have to be ready. And that's why I do keep this product on hand. I mean, it's not something I use every day. Like, that's kind of how I'm viewing S tier. I hope I am making sense with this, but I mean, it's just something that I feel like I would fall back on and have on hand if I needed it. And that's why it's A tier for me. Okay, I have nonstop talked about how much I love innbeauty Project's Calm the Red Down. If I am looking at it from an all over redness treatment with color corrector involved, I would rank it higher than I'm going to. But here's the thing, this product is pricey. This product is great altogether serum. As I've used this product, I've discovered a couple more issues with it. First of all, I ran out of the redness side, the color corrector side, And I still have some of the azelaic acid treatment because I just don't use that as much. It was something with more continued use that I don't feel like was living up to the other azelaic acid serums on this list. And if we're looking at it solely from a treatment standpoint, it's okay. It's not the best, just treatment wise. This is more good if you're looking for either a beginner azelaic acid. I mean, this is Geek and Gorgeous's A-Pad is the watery beginner azelaic acid. Innbeauty Projects is more of the moisturizing, complete opposite side, texture-wise, because it is more of like a moisturizer finish. I don't want to put it as low as the Ordinary and Naturiums because those were just completely separate tiers. Like those were just something that I would not really touch again. This product I love as an overall serum. My feedback is they need to make this somehow where you can either purchase one or the other, or make it refillable where you're only purchasing one and you like change it out. Don't know how they could do that, but I still have some of the azelaic acid treatment and I'm wishing that I had more of the color corrector because I use that more. I love that formula. But when we're looking at it solely from a treatment standpoint, it really is not something that I find myself wanting to use other than when I'm just needing like an azelaic acid style moisturizer. With that being said, it's gonna go B tier. Right next to Geek and Gorgeous's A-Pad. This is beginner territory, not something that I feel like really speaks to me. And it's a wonderful serum if you look at it as a makeup style primer and azelaic acid treatment, but I'm looking at effective azelaic acids when I am looking at this, and through the test of time, it's not really stood with some of these others. And I just feel like for me personally and my routine, there are better ways to spend my money, and I would rather invest that in a better treatment because I more find that this product is something that you may use along on your skincare journey, but it's not something that I would necessarily recommend being a permanent step in your skincare journey. Speaking of more advanced azelaic acid users, we have the best one in my opinion, formulation-wise for more advanced users. The Regimen Lab azelaic acid combines a derivative of azelaic acid at a 10% and also 10% pure azelaic acid. It is formulated to reach the areas that it needs to. And here's the thing, definitely more advanced. Definitely something that I would not recommend starting with. If we're looking at beginner, this is at the end. This is something that I feel like is more permanent of a skincare product for me. Skincare is always changing based on my skin. So when I say permanent, I mean more long-term until I need something more gentle. I would obviously fall back on peach slices or naturium or the inkey list. But I repurchased this product last night because it is something that I use at night. I'll choose another azelaic acid during the day. The dream routine for a more advanced azelaic acid user, in my opinion, is Niche Beauty Lab's Acid Serum at the top during the day, and then the Regimen Lab's azelaic acid at night. Because when they say advanced, this is truly advanced. I experienced a little bit of dryness at first when using this. My skin did adapt pretty well to this product, but I'd recommend starting slower with it. They only recommend using it once a day, which is rare for azelaic acid. But since it is more advanced of a treatment, I would recommend that. But this is going right up there with Niche Beauty Labs, because if you are able and you are willing to invest in it, I would personally recommend it. But that's all depending on your needs. That's all depending on your budget. There are other azelaic acid serums on here, and that one is more watery, but I would recommend the Anua or the Nineless if you are looking for a more budget-friendly alternative. Truthfully, nothing can replace that product in my skincare routine. Like, I just repurchased it last night because I ran out of this product and wasn't expecting it. So I did notice differences when I tried to stray away from this product, and that's why I still love it. And it's just something that really showed fast results with my skin. I haven't seen any other azelaic acid show that fast of results without causing purging, which I am used to using it, so that could have been why. But with continued use of using this, and I've also watched cosmetic chemists and people who formulate skincare and skincare experts recommending this serum. And so that is where this is coming from. For me, this is the best azelaic acid serum for where I'm at. It has a great formulation attached to it if you are able to invest in that. But I mean, everyone's skincare journey is different. Hopefully this video helped you break down how to make the right decision with an azelaic acid serum. There's not really many that I didn't at least like. I like some of these. I love most of them. It's very difficult to rank these, and this was a personal ranking system. What's best for me is not going to be what's best for you. I always encourage listening to your skin, not following what people say word for word. Try some of these products out. View videos as a blueprint as to what you may want to try for yourself. I mean, set a budget for yourself. See where a treatment like azelaic acid fits in. I personally love this ingredient because it's transformed my skin. It's done amazing things. It definitely is an ingredient that can be drying, can be irritating, can be sensitizing. I mean, I combine this with other actives, so it's not that big of a deal for me, but that is a possibility. Don't get discouraged if you do experience a little bit of purging. I mean, if it's past that month period, I'm not an expert, but some products, I mean, even though they are designed to treat acne, they could just not work for your skin. I wouldn't recommend ruling that ingredient out though from personal experience. This is all just coming from my consumer standpoint and also from research that I have done personally myself with skincare, and I'm hoping that I covered all of the ones that I tried in this video. Let me know if there's anything else or any other questions that you have. I'm going to be trying more in the future, so this may be something that I revisit later on, and I may also revisit some of these products and just see how the list changes over the years, because skin changes, everything changes. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it and you want to see more like this, make sure you subscribe because I post new videos every week, and I will see you all in the next review.